Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my Blacadian universe. I need to get this off of my chest. So, I saw a Pop the Balloon video that is getting a lot of discussion online about a black man rejecting a beautiful, by the way, black woman because he did not like her hair. Her hair was a natural hair. It's just literally the hair growing out of her scalp. And another woman in the line basically said it was ridiculous and inappropriate for a black man to basically stand here in this line, in this forum, on TV or streaming, whatever, and say that very thing. And so I absolutely 100% agree. And of course, what's really boiling my blood is, reading the comments, big mistake. It was filled with black men defending this man's preferences. Preferences. So, the point and that man on the show and the men in the comments, they've missed it. They are not even in the same hemisphere. So let's talk about it. So one of the things that's always bothered me about racism in beauty standards is that people talk about it as though they have preferences, because it is the perfect, I'll be honest, it's a cowardly response to not being able to be self-analytical. That's what it is. And so when black women, of course, black women are always, when it comes to the ideal beauty standard that was created by white supremacy, black women have been placed at the bottom of that standard because we are the most criticized woman. We're often the most attacked, and, taking pride in ourselves and seeing value in ourselves is very discouraged by white supremacy because, we're a powerhouse. You attack the most powerful beings there are, and that means black women. Sorry, not sorry. And so, and women hold a lot of power, and so white supremacy often acts against women. But I'm talking about black women today. So in this hierarchy of beauty standards, black women are placed on the bottom. So you're supposed to aspire to be a blonde, light-colored, probably blue-eyed white woman who's thin and weak. Physically, like, looking very frail. That's what is supposed to be what we're all women, not just black women, but all women are supposed to be aspiring to. So when you have black women who, gratefully are embracing who they are naturally, there is a backlash against that. That self-love of black women makes people uncomfortable. The fact that you're not out here hating yourself makes people very uncomfortable. We're supposed to feel like we don't fit in. We're supposed to feel like we're not beautiful. We're not supposed to feel comfortable in our own skin. That's the point of setting these beauty standards. That's basically the opposite of what they think most black women look like. So that's sort of the ideal behind it. And so what this woman on the Pop the Balloon show was saying was that the fact that this black man was not critical of his preferences or beliefs about what he is attracted to, is being very unsupportive of his community of Black women. So let me pull it back here. You do not have to be attracted to every Black woman in the world. You do not have to be attracted to every Black man in the world. You don't have to be attracted to any person in the world that you see and not insult them. You can 100% have your preferences. Everybody does. Completely normal and natural. Absolutely. 100%. But, and this is the big capital B but, as a Black person, as somebody who is a Black man, you need to understand and think rationally about, do you actually find a certain aesthetic unappealing, or were you taught to? Is it because you feel that you would be embarrassed, you couldn't be proud of this person on your arm or your side? Do you feel like it's less than? Is it not an achievement to you? Is it not building you up? Because men, let's be honest, some men collect wives like, or girlfriends or partners like trophies. They are there to not actually be a partner in their life, but to be a thing, to be, it's an accomplishment to have a beautiful woman on their arm. And it's not who they think is beautiful, it's who other men will perceive as beautiful. And so, are you saying that no one's going to envy me if I am with a person that looks a certain way? If that's how your idea of partners, you need to go to therapy, okay? Let's just say, let's spare women of the world yourself until you get yourself worked out, okay? Because that's not what a husband, partner, boyfriend should be. It should be about two people trying to come together to make each other's lives better, getting through lives together, the trials and tribulations, supporting each other's dreams and uplifting themselves. Like, what are you giving to them to help them be the best version of themselves, and vice versa? That's partnership. That's, what you should be striving for, is somebody adoring you in your natural state. If you are not there, leave people alone. But, and again, I'm back to the capital B but. This woman was saying that it was disrespectful for him to state his preferences, have them, and that's fine. If you are saying, I just prefer, even if he was like, I just like a straight natural, I like braids, I like, you know, dreads. I don't know. If he came up with something that was authentically Black and he could, say that, but the hair is a touchy issue. I don't care what anybody says. I'll tell you that Black women's hair, like Crown Act, it's been policed. It's been, covered. It's been called inappropriate. All these sorts of things. With Black women's hair is political. It's been under attack. And anybody who has anything to say about the hair that is growing out of my head, my God-given hair that is just existing on my head, if anyone has issue with that and finds a problem with that, that is deep-rooted anti-Black racism. That's fact. There's nothing wrong with my hair in its natural state and how it grows. If you have a problem with that, that is because you have absorbed and believed anti-Black racism. Work on yourself. And that includes, and some people in the Black community also have absorbed and believed that. Black women themselves have absorbed and believed those messages because they are constant, consistent, and strong and presented as pure fact. I will repeat, There is nothing wrong with the hair that is growing out of my head naturally, out of any Black woman's head naturally. If you don't like the texture, the look of it, the feel of it, that is because you are comparing it to European beauty standards, which we have been taught to do. And so when this woman is saying that, that is what she is saying to that man, that you cannot speak on a Black woman's hair. You don't like her, you don't like her. Just keep it at that. Keep it respectful and uplift a Black woman by just saying, she is not my type. You know, keep it respectful. If you can't say anything positive about her hair, you should not, as a Black man, be doubling down, supporting anti-Black racist ideas. It shows self-hatred, it shows ignorance and stupidity. Frankly, like, if you don't know your history, if you don't know why those words are so impactful and powerful, then you're just stupid. You're living your life as a Black person in a bubble of ignorance and, frankly, white supremacy. And so I wholeheartedly support her statement that he should not be on this forum dragging a Black woman down as a Black man. It's disrespectful and inappropriate. So that has just wanted to share my thoughts on those beauty standards. Completely support that, and I welcome your thoughts on the matter. But, you know, I rarely ever say this. I often say I can often not see the other side of this issue, because we could always break it back down to anti-Black racism under the big umbrella of, you know, white supremacy and these European beauty standards that are meant to, basically degrade and diminish women, and especially Black women. Feels so much better that I got that out. So, as always, thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you next time.